Hi everybody, I'm back today. Now then, I've been looking for a pair of glasses everywhere. Now, does this happen to you? Because it happens to me, and I remember laughing at my dad one day when he said he couldn't find his glasses and he finally found a pair, and he was actually sitting, if you look at that, he was sitting with two pairs on his head. I couldn't find my glasses, and I'm thinking, where have I put my glasses? I can't find my glasses. I've come in here, looked in this mirror, and I can see that I've got a pair on my head. So which pair shall I wear? These are the blue pair. This is the brown pair. This is the green pair. I've got a red pair and another pair. I've got about 10 pairs. Sorry, my hair is a bit of a mess at the moment. We have been working hard. No, I'll put those ones on. I like those ones best. We have been working hard yet again. Big pallet outside here. It's been pouring down with rain today, absolutely pouring, and he had to pack this pallet up. Cardboard boxes, worried in case the rain was going to wet the parcel, the boxes. The boxes sit on a wooden pallet, and then you put the boxes on, and then you got to wrap this black cling film around it, and because he was worried about the damp getting to it, he's put a polythene cover over the top, put a couple of bricks on top, and he did that about 11 o'clock, and they're supposed to be coming any time between 8 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and as sure as eggs, they'll arrive at 5:45. So all our jobs are done for the day, so I'm quite pleased about that. Yesterday we had a lovely time saying happy birthday to his mother. We called in at the local garden centre and got her a plant, what was it, an orchid plant, and we also got her a little Christmas scene with the lights up to go on her windowsill, which she was absolutely over the moon with. We put the batteries in and set it away, and she was going, oh, that's gorgeous, oh, that's gorgeous, and then put it in the windowsill, and a few minutes later she went, I don't know who's got me that, but it's lovely. We were thinking, we've given you that. And then a few minutes later she was going on about how, she said, I went away for 2 or 3 days and I stopped in overnight, but I don't know where I was stopping. And we were thinking, no, you haven't been stopping overnight anywhere. But she was mixing it up because she had just been that day to a day centre, and she goes 2 days a week. So I think she got the day, I think she said nights when she really meant days, that she'd been going to the day centre for 2 days. And then just before we left, her partner, he says she keeps saying the door's locked to her bedroom. And I said, well, do you lock the door? And he says, no, he says, the door's open. He says, but she keeps saying the door's locked, because she was saying that she couldn't get next door. She said, the door's locked and I can't get next door. And she said, you know, how am I going to get next door? And he was saying, she keeps talking about wanting to go next door, and the door's locked and she can't go, but, you know, and it's not, you know, why is the door locked? So then I was thinking about it, and I turned to his lordship and I said, did you not tell me once upon a time that when you were younger, one of your first houses that you lived in was like a flat or some kind of a house, where it was a house on, you know, flats on top of each other, and one door you went to your place and the other door went to the person above or the person below. And he said, yes, I was tiny then. And I said, that's what she's thinking of. She'll be knowing, because my husband was saying that they knew the people above them and that she was very pally with them. And of course, she'll be in her mind thinking that she can't get through that door to her friend's house. So I explained this to her partner, and he didn't say anything, but I think, you know, I said, well, that's what she's thinking of. She's regressed back to that time. So anyway, she was in good spirits. She was thrilled to see us. We're hoping, because we'll find out tonight, that we may be able to take her out for a meal on Boxing Day. I'm not sure, but we may be going to the hotel. I might be wrong, totally wrong, but we might be going to the hotel that we filmed when his lordship and I went for a weekend, for a stop away for the night. But you'll find that out when the time comes, because I don't know about it. But he used to work, a partner used to work in that hotel, so whether he's booked there, I don't know. So yeah, so we're hoping to take her out for Boxing Day lunch, but it's all down to what the government says and what the lockdowns are, because at the moment we are in tier 3. Hoping upon hope that we're going to be in tier 2, but we've just handed some trophies over to a guy who runs sports clubs in the schools, and he was saying that both hospitals at once, which is one at 8 miles away and one 4 miles away, he says they're quite full with COVID cases, so it's quite possible that we'll stay tier 3. So because we weren't there last night, we've got 2 days to go through, so let's begin. I'm only going to do one Sherlock Holmes though, you can't get away with that. 3 advent calendars but 1 Sherlock Holmes. The first one, hemline. Oh yeah, first of all, a lot of you said that you use that for depilling your jumpers. Well, I would say that that's the right thing. I've got a jumper on here, and yes, it depills it. It's really good. I've got knobbles on there, and it's really good at depilling it. But the reason why I bought the other one, what, can you see the little bits of black on it now? There. The reason why I got the other one was when I was watching the little video on Instagram, it was actually showing them using it on furniture to get the cat hairs up, and it was pulling, and it pulls the cat hairs up. If your furniture's a knobbly wool fabric, it really tears at the fabric, so I wasn't very keen on that, but this one might be better, I don't know. Anyway, oh, this is good on here. Oh, hang on, here's the lorry. Now his lordship's gone out to sort it out. So let's go back to here. Hemline. Yesterday was the 15th, we didn't do the 15th, so we've got the 15th and the 16th to do. 15th and 16th, I'll pull them out. 15 and 16. Are you able to see that? Yeah. 15 and 16. Let's have a look and see what's there. 15. Ah, that's a 15. Are you ready? Soap, ripple, ripper. Oh, seam ripper. And it's a little green seam ripper. I've got tons of these, but the one to have is the one with the, I think I said the same thing last year, you need the little ball on the end because that makes life easier for ripping. And one, I'll show you one time. So that is the seam ripper for number 15. Then number 16 is, let's get, needle threader. I could read that one, needle threader. Oh, this is an interesting one. Needle threaders. There's 2, there's 3 needle threaders. A machine needle threader. It says machine needle threader, and there's a little, don't know if you can see, there's a little wire there. Machine needle threader. And there's another little needle threader. I hope they don't charge you £2 for these each, because there's not much to them, they're just a bit of plastic. And the other one is a metal needle threader. So they've obviously put all 3 in. 3 needle threaders. So those for day 16 is needle threaders. So that's your hemline. Right, come back in a second. I'll just put these away. L'Occitane. Do you think it'll be a tube, a bottle, or a little bar of soap? Number 15 is, where's number 15? 15, well there's 16. And 15 is, oh, can't find 15. 10 to 11. Oh, there it is. 15 is here. So let's get this one. Pull you down a bit. 15. It looks like it's going to be a tube again. Oh, it's a bottle. It's a bottle again. Let's have a look at this. 15 is some more shampoo. Essential Oils shampoo. Essential Oils shampoo. Is that the same as that one? Oh no. Oh, that one was conditioner. And this is the shampoo. And they're the essential oils. Does that work? Can you see that? So I've got the shampoo and the conditioner. I could put that away in a little overnight bag to take with me. So that's 15. Now 16. Where did I say 16 was? There, below it. Number 16. Pull it down a bit for you to see. I bet this is another tube. Come on. Ready? Another bottle! Another bottle! And this is, oh, shower gel. This is shower gel. And it is not just shower gel, but it is, do you remember that almond hand cream? Well, it's almond shower gel. Almond shower gel. I never smelled that one, did I? To see what it smells like. Oh, that's fruity. That shampoo. Oh, it's very herbal. Herbally. Oh, golly, it really is herbal. I shouldn't be putting shampoo on my hands. It's going very frothy. And then this shower gel. Let's put some on that one for the shower gel. And that one is... Oh, that's rather nice, that. It's oily though. Very oily. Which is good if you've got dry skin. Oily shower gel. Almond oil. Almond shower gel. Very good. So, get the stickiness off my hands. So let's go to Sherlock Holmes. I haven't read it yet, so I better read it first. Well, this one is, I've just quickly read it, and this one doesn't really have an end to it. So I don't know if we'll ever find out who did it. It's called The Secret Coded Message. Mr. Holmes! Dr. Gregory Rathbone seemed incredibly agitated. He was clutching a piece of paper. I've got a piece of paper. I haven't got any paper. Where have I got paper? He was clutching a piece of paper which shook in his trembling hands. I don't know if there's any occasion to worry, but I feel exceptionally uneasy, frightened even. I believe I've heard of you, Mr. Rathbone. Aren't you the author of a major work on paranoia published by Oxford University Press? Persecution, mania and pathological distrust as delusion and schizophrenic symptom? I've read it. Very revealing. Well, now I can't even assess my own anxiety. You see, my nephew Basil has been like a son to me ever since his parents were killed in a tragic accident. He is currently studying medicine at the University of London and will hopefully take over my practice in Harley Street one day, so we share family and the same calling. Now, I haven't heard a thing from him for 3 months, which goes completely against his character. Every time I've called at his flat, I've been confronted with a locked door. No one is ever in. The last time we met was for lunch, when he introduced me to his new acquaintance, a charming girl called Apate, an Irish Catholic from Dublin with a shock of splendid red hair. Since that day there's been no sign of him, until yesterday when I received this Christmas card. There is no doubt it's his handwriting. One sentence is particularly bizarre. He talks about someone called Scarlett, as if I know who she is, but I've never heard the girl mentioned before. Mr. Holmes, I'm sincerely worried. I don't know what to think. He handed the note over to Mr. Holmes, and Mr. Holmes read it. I'll quickly show you what it looks like there. Can you see that there? That is the note. My battery's going to go any minute. It says, Dear Uncle, Happy Christmas and all my love. Enjoy the holidays, as I will, too. Look after yourself and don't worry about me. My travels will keep me away from London for a little while longer. presumably scarlet as well. Yours, Basil. Oh dear, said Mr. Holmes, I'm afraid this is serious indeed. We must gain entry to your nephew's deserted flat as soon as possible and search for further clues. The Christmas card is a desperate plea for help. See here. And that's where we'll stop, because we've got to find out why he thinks that there's an issue and why he thinks that his nephew is in danger. I'm back again, new battery, and we are good to go. Oh, we had to get from our tier 3 to mother-in-law's tier 3, and in between was tier 2, which had a garden centre in, and we broke the rules slightly because we went into the garden centre to get her presents and to get a card, and the cafe happened to be open. So, bearing in mind that we've been locked in and we haven't been gallivanting around the town like the youngsters, and I haven't seen my grandchildren, although he has, we went for our lunch, and we had a lovely lunch. We had a nice time getting these presents in the garden centre and having lunch there. I'll put a picture up of what we had to eat. He had this lovely sausage roll that he liked, and I had this panini with vegetables on the top, and there was massive chips, which they were like, I'm not keen on them. They're like chips full of mashed potato. They're not proper, what I would call proper chips. So I shared them with him, his lordship, and he enjoyed them. And when we came out, we both turned around and said, oh, isn't it lovely just to get out? It feels like a bit of normal life, going and having something to eat in the cafe. Anyway, so we had a lovely time, and we spent a few things, and I can't show you them because some of them are for those people who might be watching, but I might film them and show you them in January after they've been given out, so that you can see what gifts I gave for Christmas, and then you may, if you like them, you might think about them for the following Christmas. So let's get to the British Isles. The British Isles at Christmas. And we've got 2 to do today. We've got number 15. Where's number 15? Oh, number 15. Number 15. We know what that is, don't we? We were talking about number 15 before. And, oh no, it's not that one. Number 15 is not the little island, which was the Isle of Wight. And by the way, Angela said, is it true that the Isle of Wight is haunted, has lots of ghosts? And if it is, why? So that set me on thinking, well, I didn't know that. So then I went and looked it up. Right, I'm going to read this to you about the Isle of Wight. It says, for many of us, the Isle of Wight is known as home. As one of Britain's sunniest spots, it's filled with love and happiness. However, the island also has a mythical past and a supernatural secret. In fact, the Isle of Wight has a reputation as the world's most haunted island. As a result, it's a hotspot for the paranormal. According to local paranormal writer Gay Baldwin, the level of supernatural activity is due to the powerful unseen energy or ley lines that run under the island. So if you want to experience the best of the Isle of Wight's supernatural side, where should you go? And there are 5 places you can go to. I'm not going to go into detail for them, but I'll quickly tell you. I don't know, I've never been to the Isle of Wight, so I don't know where these are. Number 1, Knighton Gorges, and that's Knigton Gorges. And then number 2, Arreton Manor. Number 3, the Hare and Hounds pub. Number 4, Carisbrooke Castle. And number 5, Ventnor Botanic Gardens. They reckon these ley lines can also be found around Stonehenge. Whether that's true or not, I don't know, because apparently it was somebody from 1925 who devised that, who thought that up, and I think I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I've just read. Anyway, number 15 is down there, and that is not the Isle of Wight. It is, let's find number 15 off my card, because somebody was saying, where are you getting these little cards from? It's a little cutout card like that. And number 15, they're going down. Oh, there it is. It's a boat. When my daughter was little, we went on one of these boats, and she used to say she was 3-year-old, and she used to, and we used to travel from Southampton to France, and I think it was about 6 hours to get there by boat, but it's actually not that far away. But the boat wouldn't set off till about 11 o'clock at night, and we'd get there at 7 in the morning, or they'd probably land before that. But you could sleep on the boat. And I said, oh, we're going to sleep on the boat. And she kept saying, sleep a boat night, sleep a boat night. So there you go. It is, there's the boat. Now I've done this a different way, showing you the boat first. And the back is, da-dum-dum-dum, the English Channel. And the English Channel is this band of water that separates England, the southern coast of the British Isles of England, because it separates this band of water separates Great Britain from France. And it's the English Channel. It's only about 20 miles at its narrowest, and the narrowest part is from here to just off the card, and there's a tunnel there, and that's the way we normally go to France. The tunnel takes you about half an hour to 3/4 of an hour. If you go by boat, it takes you a lot longer. You can go by boat from there, or from Plymouth down here to get to different parts of France. But the quickest way is the tunnel. The English Channel separates southern England from northern France and links the southern part of the North Sea to the Atlantic Ocean. It's the busiest shipping area in the world. The Channel Tunnel was opened in 1994, linking the United Kingdom to Europe. So that little band of water is the band that separates us from the North Sea, which is down there, and the Atlantic Ocean, which is here. That's the Irish Sea. The Atlantic Ocean, which is round here, which takes you to America over there. So that is the channel. Now the next one we've got to do is number 16. And number 16 is, ooh, 3 girls dancing. 3 girls dancing, but there's something special about the dancing. It's Irish dancing, and the words are Irish dance. So that's got to be an island. Number 16 is actually in Southern Ireland, and there you go, Southern Ireland here, Irish dancing. They also do Irish dancing in other places. My daughter did Irish dancing, and that was up in the northeast, up there, because there's an Irish dance centre near in Newcastle, and obviously a lot of the Irish people went to England after the potato famine years and years ago. But anyway, the main place for Irish dancing is over on this island. So, number 16. Back in the 18th century, local venues were usually small, and dance displays were often demonstrated on tabletops or the tops of barrels. As a result, these early styles led to the dance's characteristics, with arms held rigidly at the sides and very little sideways movement. So that is why Irish dancers don't move very far. They just do a lot of on-the-spot dancing, and they keep their hands behind their back. So I can't do it, but they kind of diddle and they dance like that. So that is your British Isles. You know, these floor tiles are lifting up, and I got annoyed with one the other night, so I ripped it out, but it's all sticky below, and I keep sticking my feet on it. I'm going to have to do something to it, because it's going to do my head in. I need to get some proper flooring put in here, so maybe next year. So, back to Sherlock Holmes and the secret coded message. And as you remember, Dr. Gregory Rathbone was a bit worried about his nephew, and Sherlock was worried too. So let's find out what Sherlock has to say. Your nephew was probably forced to write this letter to lessen your fears and prevent further action on your part. He certainly seems to be a smart fellow. He has cleverly disguised his call for help. Unfortunately, that means he couldn't give us many clues. The Christmas card message is made up of 4 sentences. The first letter of the first sentence is an H. The first letter of the second is an E. The third is an L. And the fourth is a P. Together they spell a very clear message: help. Scarlet is mentioned in the final sentence. You know no one of that name, as your nephew must very well know. So it must be designed to call your attention to a further hidden clue. But what clue can be concealed in the name Scarlet? Scarlet's a relatively common name in Ireland. Scarlet's a relatively common name in Ireland, standing for a redhead, or the colour red. It's probably a hidden reference to the culprit. He, or is it a she, the Irish girl with the splendid red hair? We must solve that crime that led your nephew to send a message for help and discover what lies behind his disappearance. One thing is certain: we need to be swift. So that's it. We don't even know what's happened to the nephew, and I don't think the next one tells you about it, does it? No. So that's it for today. That's your 15th and 16th done together, and I'm going to go in. It's early today because it is 4:15 in the afternoon, and I'm going to go and get this uploaded pretty quickly. I had a lousy night's sleep last night. I went to sleep at 1:30 and I woke up at 2:30, and I was awake till 6 o'clock. At which point I finally got to sleep, but then I had to get up at 7:45 and I was absolutely shattered. But I'm not feeling tired at all today. There are times where I find that I don't really need a good night's sleep, and other times when I desperately do. So I think my head will hit the pillow tonight, but at the moment I'm not feeling it. So I'm going to love you, and I'm going to leave you, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.